please, just leave me be, please. It's getting quite frightening now. Have a cross coming down my bloody wall.
For this one, we're heading to Blackpool, United Kingdom, where Donna Ayres, a mother of 4, lives with her partner. Since the passing of her brother in 2009, Donna has been plagued by paranormal activity, which has seen her move house 5 times in order to try and escape it. Unfortunately, this didn't help. The entity is clearly attached to her. In late 2014, Donna and her partner decided to start uploading videos to YouTube to capture some evidence of what they were experiencing. Donna claims that she's seen strange lights, orbs, strange noises, and has even been pinned to her bed by this entity. Donna claims that the activity started shortly after the passing of her brother in 2009, and in true poltergeist fashion, there were raps on the wall, knocks, objects being moved and even thrown. Donna first uploads on August the 19th, 2014. Being home alone, she's woken up by what she thinks is footsteps or knocking. She pulls her phone out and starts to record to try and capture it.
Guys, please tell me if you can hear this. Oh, fuck that. Oh, no. Please tell me you saw that. Please tell me you saw that. Guys, please tell me if you can hear this. Oh, fuck that. Oh, no. Please tell me you saw that. Please tell me you saw that.
This isn't the only activity she captures on this evening. About an hour later, Donna records another video after hearing more noises.
I heard something.
This time, Donna manages to catch the picture moving. It's pretty freaky stuff. A few nights later, Donna decides to try and test the entity's power.
Every morning, I'll just show you, that there's nothing there. Just a regular bunch of keys. Just your average keys on attack. There's the picture that got moved, and I'm getting a feeling again. Whoa! I knew that was going to happen. And there's nothing. I knew that was going to happen. And there's nothing in my flat, is there not? No, of course not.
It's often said that as soon as you start engaging and communicating with spirits and entities, they become a lot more active. Now, it would be a couple of weeks before Donna would upload again, but she left a couple of coins on the counter as a trigger object, and this is what she captured.
Guys, you're seeing this, aren't you? This is ridiculous. Guys, this is ridiculous. What the fuck? This is... Are you... Fuck that.
Guess we now know what it feels like to be a vending machine. Whoever or whatever is haunting Donna is clearly trying to scare her. Donna firmly believes that this entity is becoming more violent, and she believes this might be because she's brought a Ouija board into the house. This isn't the only video that Donna uploaded on this evening, and she managed to capture some more coin activity.
Can you knock it off the sat? Guys, while you're there, I'm just going to show you that there is nothing under here. That's just a bit of muck, but there is no magnets, there's nothing under there. That's just my crap. But there's nothing there, and yet it's in. Guys, come on, you must be seeing this. You must be seeing this. Am I crazy? Yeah, I look crazy, don't I? Guys, come on, man.
Clearly, Donna was becoming more concerned, and the novelty of being haunted was beginning to wear thin. After many disbelievers were commenting on her videos, Donna set out to prove she wasn't faking it.
I've left this all night, and all I've heard is it rattling inside. Now, I want you to witness what I'm going through here, because maybe if you just see for yourself, innit? This is what I'm dealing with. Are you angry because you're dead? What are you angry about? Is that it? Why are you with me? Why are you around me? What do you want? Guys, are you seeing it? Whoa. How is that possible? Come on, it's in a jar.
Now that is some pretty mental stuff where I can't quite get my head around. There's a coin in the jar moving around, and at the end the lid comes off. There must be some enormous power in that entity. Again, there would be a week or so before Donna would upload again. And when she did, she was sat down watching television, and she managed to catch the movement of a link scan. She also managed to capture this while watching television. Now I don't know about you guys, but I was fully expecting those scissors to go flying. But Donna gets a better angle of the cross and records again.
If you're there, please can you move on to the light? I've never been through this before, and I've never had any experiences like this. I've never been through this before, and I beg in the Lord's name, please, just leave me be, please. It's getting quite frightening now. Have a cross coming down my bloody wall.
I think this next video impresses me just as much as that jar lid video.
If you're still here, please can you do what you did to the wizard, what you did before? If you want to be known, and you want people to know you are here, then please do what you did before. I'm right outside of it here. I don't like being so close. No, I'm not blowing this, I'm not doing nothing. Look, I'm over here. Oh, do you see it? Do you see it? It's
pretty crazy stuff, right? Well, Donna here decides to move house, and I don't blame her. She doesn't upload for a week or so, but when she does, it's to a new channel, and it's late November 2014.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, here we go again.
If it wasn't already clear enough, this entity has clearly followed her to a new house. After hearing noises and bumps in her house, she sets her camera up again and captures this.
Oh shit, really at me.
Donna's next video involves for magnets on her fridge. As we saw in our old house with the cross on the wall, the entity is able to move the magnet from side to side. We then get some flowers moving and a chandelier moving. After this video, Donna started to upload videos of her Ouija board sessions. In this first session, Donna is very nervous, and rightly so. The Ouija board is nothing to be messed around with.
Is there a spirit present in my home now?
In this first session, Donna establishes that the entity is trying to tell her something, and it is bad. She realises that she's been playing on top of the Ouija board box, and scared that people would accuse her of fakery, she decides to play again on the floor.
Please try and spell your initials out. P. I don't like that when he does that. N.
After the planchette initially spells out some initials, Donna asks it the same questions we've heard previously. This continues for a while, and then Donna gets up and gives us a 360 view of the living room to prove that there's nobody in the room. There are 2 more videos on Donna's channel that could be considered evidence. However, they are no different to what we've already experienced, so I haven't included them. But if you want to go and watch these full videos, you can do on Donna's channel, and I will link them both in the description below. So usually in the skeptical side of things, I would start at the beginning of the evidence and evaluate it and look at how it could be faked. However, in that last bit of evidence, I spotted something that gives the game away. You could clearly see a shadow of a hand moving at the same time the planchette does. This is clearly set up on some sort of wire to pull the planchette to get the answers. I think it's therefore safe to assume that a similar technique was used to fake the rest of the footage. So I thought I'd give it a go and would start with the cross scene coming down the wall. In Donna's comment section, there's a lot of talk of fishing wire, so I thought this is a good start point. I didn't have any fishing wire, so I used some invisible thread. If there's anybody here, can you please move the skinless mermaid? Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you do that again, please? God. Oh my. If you could move the mermaid. I think that worked quite well, especially from the distance we were at. You could not see the wire at all. However, to really test the hypothesis that the fishing wire was used, I decided to recreate the plant scene as well. Now, at first it didn't quite go to plan. You could clearly see that as the wire was tensioned, you can see the reflection of the light in it. We got around this though by moving the wire a little bit and tucking it behind the television.
Guys, I've just been walking around and I can see this moving. Look, there is nothing in this part, nothing all the way around. No strings, nothing. If you can hear me and there's a spirit here, please move the plant. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So far, so good. So I thought I would use the same method on the coins. Cut some sellotape into some small squares to attach the end of the invisible thread to the coins. This though was where the problem came in. It was just so obvious to spot. At first I was a bit stumped and I was looking through the comment section and there were all sorts of chat about high-powered magnets and even getting some special coins that could be heated to a certain temperature which would make them flip. I thought this was far too complicated though, and there had to be an easier explanation. And then it came to me. Magician's thread. It's the thread that they use to do those tricks where they can get things to float in midair. And it's basically just a single strand of nylon. I used a pair of my wife's old tights and pulled one of these threads out and as long as I could. It was really hard to see the ends, so I used a bit of white paper to help me with this. And on one end I put a bit of blue tack so I could see the end that I was going to be pulling stuff on, and then I attached the other to the coin. And it worked. With a bit of help from my wife and the use of a long bar, we managed to replicate the scene.
Guys, I've set up these two coins as trigger objects. You can see that they're just ordinary coins. There is nothing on them. I'll go under the table just because I know you're going to say there's magnets. There are no magnets. It's just an ordinary expendable table. If there's anybody there, can you please move the two coins that are on the table? Guys, you have got to be telling me you're seeing that. That is crazy. Oh my God, guys. And how can you tell me that's not real?
Now I was a bit dubious on whether this would work with the jar.
Guys, I've had this coin in this jar all night long and it's just been rattling. Oh my God. Do you want to hurt me? Is that why you're doing this? Why do you want to hurt me? Came off. So I think the lid's too heavy.
Yeah, it did. It wobbled, didn't it? But it didn't come up.
It's wobbling. I think, should we try it again with
candle?
But I think Donna's lid was a bit more plasticky. My one was very heavy and you can see it wanting to move, but it was just that bit too heavy. So I tried it again in a candle with a lighter lid.
So I forgot to press record when we did this the original time, so whilst editing I'm recreating it. But you can see that with a light lid I can pull it off. And anyway, so let's get back to it, and this is how we did the spoon trick. And just like for coins, I attached the wire to the spoon using sellotape. So guys, I've just set this camera up because I've been hearing noises coming from the kitchen. And this spoon's been moving. Oh my God. Oh my God, not again. Not again. Oh. Oh. No, 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 no. No, oh my God. Oh my God. Please stop.
The only other aspect we haven't covered yet is the movement of objects as they're going. So with the Lynx cam, it spins as it's being pulled rather than just going straight. So what I did here is I wrapped the string around the can before pulling it, and it sort of came towards me and spun at the same time. Usually I am very reluctant to say a whole haunting is a hoax. However, we have caught Donna red-handed, and I was pretty much able to reproduce most of the evidence that she's uploaded. And for that reason, unfortunately, I have to call this whole thing a hoax. What do you guys think? Real or not, believer or non-believer, please always be respectful. To the people who are experiencing these hauntings, they can be very real. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.